All right, so here we have a 2005 Legacy. So in some previous repair videos, we did an AC compressor. I believe we did the expansion valve maybe, or a condenser here. And then when we went to charge the vehicle, so under a vacuum, it held vacuum. We thought everything was good. We go to put Freon in it, and there is a high pressure line on this side that held vacuum, but under pressure it leaked. So we isolated it, and this part was super hard to get a hold of. We got it from Subaru, thanks to Auto Parts Direct to You. And so now today we're going to go ahead and repair this line. So it's going to go from the condenser here, runs up the frame rail, over the firewall to the evaporator on this side. So we'll go ahead and get started now by removing our grill. All right, so go ahead and remove our grill here. We have a couple mounting spots. All right, so we have one attachment bolt down here. We'll go ahead and loosen that. All right, so now we'll remove the other side of that line where it goes to the expansion block. All right, so now we have a couple hold down clamps. We'll go ahead and start popping our clamps off around our lines. All right, so we'll go ahead and remove some of our clamps. All right, we have one down here. All right, and then we have one more over by our connector. All right, so now we'll go ahead and remove our connector. There's a little tab on the side that we have to squeeze. Hold the line. All right, and we have one more hold down. All right, so now our line is free. So the question will be how to get this thing out. All right, so we need to clear some stuff out of the way. So the pressure switch we had is held down by a clamp over here on the box. So we need to remove that. Move our wire out of the way. All right, so all right, so we're going to go ahead and pull our overflow. All right, give us a pretty good room there. So what we're trying to figure out is we got to get the best way to get this out without bending it too much, or at all, I should say. Okay. All right, so now we're hanging down pretty good down towards the bottom of the car. All right, so it looks like that may be it. So we got it out pretty good. Okay, so here's our new line. All right, so looks like, well, we may have bent it a little bit. It looks like that. So when we pulled it out, it looks like we gave it a little fold. It's one thing we don't want to do this time, so we're going to try to lay it in without trying to remove anything else. We'll see how that goes. All right, so we're going to try. We're not going to bend it. If we have to, you know, we're going to remove some of these. You know, this is your fuel. I'd really not like to remove any of these fittings. I mean, you can see, okay, if this car wasn't so rusty, I'd have no problem removing the fuel, you know, removing some stuff. This car is very rusty. Unfortunately, things like these, you know, moving things causes problems, and we could open up a can of worms. So we're going to try to definitely not bend our piece and see what we can do. I think what we're going to do is our easiest one to remove is going to be this wiring harness right here. That'll give us pretty good access, so maybe we can come in and around that way. So, and that should be pretty easy connectors to get to. All right, so this will be your main battery. So we're going to go ahead. This is something you should have done anyway, removing the battery terminal posts. Like I said before, I try not to do too much on cars that are pretty rusty and stuff. All right, so what we want to do now is just want to make sure that nothing falls back and touches us. All right, let's tuck this down low first. We have another connector here. We can move out of the way a little bit. All right, so now I come over here and remove All right, so now we're gonna try that same thing. Now that we have a lot more room, we're gonna kind of come in this way. And we're gonna remove this connector here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can start laying it back into our clamps. All right, so we'll go ahead and make our connection here. What we want to do is we have a little cap that we had left on while we were doing the installation. That'll kept our O-ring nice and kept debris from getting in the line. We'll go ahead and pour some, I just pour some refrigerant oil over top of the O-ring. Make sure it's nice and lubricated so that it goes in pretty good. Go ahead and put our bolt back in. All right, so we'll go ahead and remove our end cap. All right, so now we want to, we pulled the low pressure line, and here's our high pressure line we just installed. We'll go ahead and pour some oil over our O-rings. All right, we'll go ahead and put our low pressure line in first. And we'll put our high pressure line in. Okay, so this has a clamp. All right, now we'll put the bolt in. All right, so now we want to put all of our wiring back. And this one was on the other side. Connector here. This connector on here. Now this was a metal tab that I could not get it to release. I bent it, so it won't plug in until I bend it back to where it was. Okay, put our connector there. Now we had this wire came up to a holder and then back to the pressure switch. Okay. Now we have our alternator. AC controls and stuff. We'll go ahead and lay that over. I believe we were under the AC line to the compressor. And a mount here. Connector. Our power. And then the alternator. Really, I don't like to do this. I always like to remove the negative because I can touch anything I want when I'm holding the negative. When I'm holding the positive, if my wrench is here and touches on something metal, it's going to have sparks. It's not going to be good. All right. Our overflow tank back. All right, so we'll go ahead and put our grill back on. So we have some mounts down below. That's what some clips. Okay, so now that we have our line back on, we're going to go ahead and put the vacuum pump on the system. We'll go 30 minutes at 30 inches of vacuum, and that's going to remove all the moisture out of the system. Then we can charge it up, and then we're good to go.